what's going on, guys? It is Monday, July 25th. It's like 7:30 at night or so, and I'm headed to the airport to pick up my mommy.
The side effects that when I was exposed. Alright, what's going on, guys? You guys saw in the last clip that I was headed to the airport to pick up my mom, and we got her. And it's the next day, so we just spent the night kind of catching up a little bit, and she went to bed a little bit early, and I stayed up kind of late working. I had a little bit of struggles this morning getting the video up, and I'm still having struggles with it, but it's all good. I wanted to talk a little bit about how I got into the gym, and on the way here, my mom was telling the story about how she got me into the gym, so we're gonna have a Amanda Bucci, how I got started with fitness as told by my mom. So why don't you go ahead and tell the story?
So basically, since Amanda was little, I always exposed her and her twin sister to some form of athletics when they were younger. We went to gymnastics and dance. Oh, we took dance classes from when they were 3 years old. Mm-hmm. Amanda didn't stick with dance, and then we tried gymnastics, and that really wasn't fit for her. But you know, at the meantime, she was in the middle of soccer. And as she progressed in soccer, she started to develop some problems with running, and we determined that it was exercise-induced asthma. And basically, you know, she played soccer all through middle school, and then right around the time that high school was hitting, she was preparing to go to an upper-level private high school that had
a really good soccer team.
Really good girls soccer team.
I was not good enough for that soccer team.
Well, and I mean, Amanda's skills were pretty good. She just couldn't run.
I was mediocre.
Maybe the
I was alright.
Maybe the running kind of went on your psyche a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because you have to run a lot in soccer.
Yeah.
But anyway, the bottom line was I was a gym goer, and I started to tell this earlier, but basically my dad was a power lifter, and Amanda knows he's got some major
world champion power lifter, her dad, my grandpa.
I think Amanda might even have a video with some of his trophies in it. I'm not sure.
Somewhere.
But anyway, when I was her age, actually, and got out of college, he enticed me to go to his gym. And at the time, you know, there weren't as many girls going to the gym back, you know, 25, 30 years ago.
Right.
But I went to a gym probably similar to what we're going to today, Barbell Big Brigade. It was a family-owned gym, but there were quite a few powerlifters in there. My dad worked out there, and that's really how I got started. So even after raising the children, I was always consistent with being a gym goer. As time went on, I got really into spin class, but I tried to keep up with my using weights. When Amanda was going into high school and she wasn't doing well in sports, I encouraged her to come to the gym. And at that time, you know, it wasn't really like something she wanted to do, but I got her a trainer. And
did I like not want to go with you? I don't think I was anything that I was really excited about.
I think you were intimidated by going to the gym.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think she wouldn't have gone to the gym. I was
14, 15 years old, so I wasn't really, I didn't know anybody who actually went to the gym. But you got me a personal trainer, so that was a really good incentive. She paid $50 an hour for someone to train me, and you didn't have a whole lot of money, but...
No, but I knew it was important, and we were paying for her sister to go to gymnastics, which was pretty expensive. True. So her dad and I, you know, decided that, you know, until she got into the routine. But luckily, the gym that we went to developed an athlete program, which was more of a monthly fee. It wasn't as expensive, but you worked out with a group of anywhere from 3 to 10 people.
Yeah, and it was kids that ranged from like 12 years old to like 18, 19, 20 years old, I think. It was essentially, I've talked about this a couple times before, but it was essentially a program that is similar to something that like a high school or college level athlete would do during their like lift workouts. So they would do compound lifts, we did cleans, bench press, squats, deadlifts, I think, I'm pretty sure, strength based things, and then we also did conditioning based things, so like footwork, speed work, we did like sprints and all these kind of different like conditioning things. So it was like a sports training program essentially.
So we would go to the gym together actually, and I would send Amanda off with her group training, and I would do my own training, but we'd often take spin class together because we were both big spinners for a while. Fun. And, you know, that's how Amanda got started. And when she got to college, she stuck with it. The first thing she did when she went to URI was she wasn't going to go to the school gym. She found her own gym.
I was like, I'm not going to the school gym. I found a gym specifically to go to, and I wanted to make sure I had my car so I could drive there, and it was just history from there.
It was.
But yeah, I've talked about this before, but I figured it was a cool perspective because we were talking about this, to get it from my mom's perspective. So that was pretty cool. Thanks for sharing, Mom.
You're welcome.
And welcome my mother to the channel. Please say hi, Linda. Comment below and give the video a thumbs up if you want to see more of her, because she's here for the next 2 days. So,
And if you don't, you can go do.
no, don't do that. Mom. which felt okay for the pulling movement, like it wasn't painful, but I also just collapsed on the floor because I'm so fucking tired. So, I didn't mention this yet in the video, my coach gave me 2 refeeds in a row, so my weight spiked up like 2.5 pounds yesterday and today. So I was like at a higher weight the last 2 days, and my body is dead, so that just means I need to eat, which I am doing. My coach gave me carbs. Essentially, I just need to eat, so hopefully that eating a little bit more helps me feel a little bit better. I need to talk about prep meals and how it's going to get bad. It has gotten bad, and how bad it feels. I'm sure there's plenty of you guys wondering why I'm still doing this, but cutting and finishing a prep. There is a moral reason, there is a character building reason. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't get it, but I get it in my head, so that's all that matters. But obviously there's a time and place for everything, and I'm feeling pretty bad right now, so there's plenty of reasons for me to talk bad about competing, but that's not why I started. So we're gonna finish this lift strong. And we got a little salad action, some chicken, mushrooms, shredded lettuce, and bacon, and honey mustard. All of my bulk meat from Icon Meals, and I just have them send a pound at a time, so I don't have to cook the chicken. Very convenient. Nothing makes me happier than an entire pint of Halo Top ice cream. So good. Oh, so good.
People don't eat anything.
Spray, cooking spray.
Cooking spray, I can get that. Do you like the coconut oil one?
You can't go to the store and not forget something.
You have to forget something, it's a
Every
rule.
day. I mean, the people that we ask. All right, I will be back.
So today was probably the hardest day I've had on prep so far, and I did not anticipate today happening. Yesterday I was feeling a little bit tired. I took a nap, and it was all good and everything was fine. Like after I took the nap, I was totally fine. Obviously like a little bit of fatigue is normal. I woke up at like 6:30. Typically my body wakes me up right around 6:30 when my YouTube video is going up, just to like, I don't know, I get kind of like worried about it sometimes. Like I'll open up my YouTube and make sure that the video's uploaded, that nothing went wrong, that like there's no copyrights and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just get like a little anxious about it every single time I have a YouTube going up, because it goes up at 6:30 in the morning. So I usually wake up and check that, and I checked it and the video wasn't up. The Pardoma's photo shoot video, our secret beach video, that video wasn't up. The upload got canceled overnight, so I stayed up and re-uploaded it. The song got copyrighted. I was spending the entire morning trying to find a new song that would fit in the video. It was just a kind of a stressful morning. My coach did tell me to have a refeed, 2 refeeds in a row. So that day, which is today, the day that I'm filming this, not the day that you guys are seeing this, but that day I was super excited because I got the extra refeed, and then I have another refeed tomorrow. So I had like a 500 calorie breakfast. Like I was so tired and so hungry that I just really needed it. So I had a 500 calorie breakfast. I had a Starbucks coffee, which is like an Americano, which is a solid amount of caffeine. I don't know exactly how much. And then I was still like getting ready for the gym, like super slow moving. Like my brain was really foggy and it was taking me a long time to get ready. And like my body was just still like not getting it. Like it wasn't connecting. It just wasn't. I don't know what it was, but like I literally was falling on the floor after my sets. Like after my deadlift sets, I was just sitting on the floor and I was just laying there and I was like, why am I so tired? This is something that I haven't dealt with yet this prep. My body was just really feeling it, which is important that Will, my coach, knew that today was a day that I needed those 2 refeeds in a row. Like after that, I was just like, I'm sorry, we have to leave. My mom got a good workout anyway. I have to take a rest day today. Like I did a few sets of deadlifts and I was just like, nah, like I cannot finish this workout. Like my body's just telling me to stop. With that being said, that just had me analyzing like, why am I even competing? Is this really worth it? Is it worth it to put my body through this, to put my mind through this? Like my mom's here, she's visiting me and I'm supposed to like be enjoying myself with her, and like I was just miserable. Like I cried on the way home. I had her drive and I was like crying. Like I broke down. Like I had like a mental breakdown. And she just kind of like let me cry, and like she knows me and she knows that I just needed to kind of calm down and relax. Sometimes I get super anxious about things like that, and it just made me kind of put things back into perspective and say there's so many other people in this world, there's so many other issues going on, that like me prepping is the last thing that's important right now. So it just really had me analyzing like, why am I competing? Why am I putting myself through this? When it gets down to this point, you guys are probably wondering like, why are you still torturing yourself? Like why are you eating such little calories? Like is it really worth it to get on stage and get a plastic trophy to do this to yourself? And it just reminded me that I'm not competing to get on the stage, and the placing, it doesn't matter to me. It has never mattered to me. But I'm competing to finish something that I started. I'm competing because I committed to this prep, and it's something that I personally know builds my character. Like today was one of the hardest days, and I had to get through it and I had to push through it, and it really had me like mentally analyze myself and like what I was going through, and it just really put my mind back into perspective and realized that there's a lot more to life than prepping. But I've committed to this and I'm giving it 100% no matter what. Just the fact that committing yourself to something and really doing what you have to do when you don't want to do it, when you don't feel like doing it, whatever that may be, it doesn't even have to be competing, just doing what you have to do when you don't feel like doing it. Going to study for that exam that's going to help you pass school so you can get the job that you want to get, but you hate that stupid class that has nothing to do with your major, and you're just like, why am I still in this class? But you have to pass that class in order to graduate. Anything that you don't want to do that's hard, that's difficult, that you don't feel like doing, pushing through that mentally, it really builds your character, and it just helps you stay determined and like passionate about what you're doing. And it just today really just reminded me like I do love what I do, and I do love competing. I also know that competing isn't going to be something I do long term. There's a lot more other things that I can do while I'm not competing, but while I am competing, I can sit here and have these conversations with you guys, because if I didn't go through this today, this conversation and this like passionate in the moment where I'm talking to you guys about this wouldn't have happened. There's a lot of things that I can talk to you on camera about that would not have ever happened if I didn't go through all of this competition prep struggles. With that being said, I hope that me going through this struggle today and sharing it with you guys has helped inspire you to push through something that you've been dealing with that's difficult, and something that you might not want to do. And I hope that it inspires and motivates you to go out and do it and challenge yourself and be the best version of yourself. Thank you guys for letting me share. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Give the video a thumbs up on your way out if you enjoyed the talk, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.